Marijuana is not harmless, and anyone who says otherwise is dangerously misinformed. I've smoked weed every day for most of my life. I've always believed it to be a safer alternative to drinking alcohol. People say it all the time, nobody has died from smoking too much weed, you can't get addicted to marijuana. I truly believed these things. But I was addicted, and I almost didn't make it to my 30th birthday today because of it. The fact that I needed to smoke every day just to feel normal is testament enough. I wasn't smoking to get high anymore, I was smoking just to start my day. I felt like I couldn't function without it. I couldn't function at all, and I'm only realizing this now. I wasted 15 years of my life being stoned and depressed on the couch. I had no desire to do anything that made me happy, I had no desire to do anything at all. Because of weed, I settled for mediocrity every day for 15 years. So much of my life, wasted. Then I got really sick, vomiting and nausea for 2 weeks. I lost 20 pounds in that time. The doctors told me to stop smoking, and I didn't listen. It can't be the weed, I thought. It's harmless. I choked it up to a bad bottle of wine. A couple months later, it happened again. This time, vomiting for 5 days. Again, I thought it was just a bad hangover and went to the doctor in hopes of getting in 4 to restore my fluids. The doctor had one feel of my chest and I was rushed to the ER with subcutaneous emphysema as a result of cannabis hyperemesis syndrome. Essentially, I had so much THC built up in my tissues from years of use, it was starting to seep into my digestive tract and it was making me sick. The extreme vomiting that resulted caused me to tear my esophagus, which meant air was getting into my chest cavity. The doctor said that my x-rays showed so much air in my chest that another day or 2 of vomiting could have resulted in my heart exploding. On my nephew's first birthday, a week before my 30th. To think of what I could have done to my friends and family breaks my heart. CHS seems to affect some heavy smokers and not others. Doctors don't seem to know why, but what my doctor did tell me is I was incredibly lucky to have stopped vomiting when I did. He also told me that nowadays, with weed being legal and THC concentrations being so high, most of the cases of nausea and vomiting that come into the ER is related to marijuana use. Weed is not a harmless plant. It's still a drug, and like any drug there are consequences to its use. We need to be more honest about what these dangers are, both physically and mentally, especially with young people. I almost destroyed so many lives because of my habit. I could have ruined my nephew's birthday for everyone, forever. I've already wasted so many of my best years being stoned. I'm quitting cold turkey. I'm not touching the stuff again. I'm just sorry it took this long. I'm celebrating my 30th birthday today sober, and I've never been more excited about life. If you've been thinking about quitting, take this as a sign. Don't let yourself waste away like I did. Edit, Jesus fucking Christ. I came here as an addict to admit I have a problem with weed. The problem is mine, and yet so many of you think you can tell me what I've been through. I don't care if you love weed or if it helped you, it didn't help me. It was ruining my life. I'm glad I got rid of it, and I'm happy to share my story. Call me lazy, call me a liar, say I'm looking for attention, it doesn't matter. I feel better today because I cut weed out of my life. I have no intention of going back. I'm not saying the drug is evil, but what I am saying is we should be honest with ourselves and recognize that like any other drug, weed affects everyone differently and people have and will continue to get sick from it. To say otherwise is crazy. CHS is real, people have died. It's interesting how many people are experts when it comes to marijuana. Listening to a Joe Rogan podcast doesn't make you an expert. If you're happy being a stoner, be a fucking stoner. In these comments there are enough stories to prove it's not the miracle drug so many of you are defending it to be. If you're trying to quit, please DM me. I'll cheer you on.